Hello, Ashley here from the Mediterranean Movement. I hope you found the past couple classes to be very informative and chock full of great nutritional information and changes that you could think about making. I wanted to talk to you today about how to put some of those changes into action because, of course, it's not enough to know what to do. You have to figure out a way to actually do it. Did you know that some research shows that up to 80% of New Year's resolutions fail? That, to me, is a very sad statistic as someone who makes New Year's resolutions. Figuring out how to actually do it and make the changes is a lot harder than it seems like it should be. Luckily, a lot of smart people out there have been studying this, and there's some great research. I wanted to share with you today 3 top reasons that people are not successful and what you can do about it. Believe me, I know about all 3 of these because I have been there with all 3 of these. So number 1, failing to plan. This is a big one. If you have a goal that you're working towards, just wanting to hit that goal is not going to help you get there. I used to do this all the time. I'd want to say drink more water or eat less sugar, and I would just think, as I go about my day, as I'm making choices, I will just focus and remember that goal that I've set for myself, and that will help me make better choices. So that works for maybe an hour or 2, maybe half a day, but after that, life gets back in the way of things, and all the habits and routines that you've set up that you're used to come back into the picture. It really doesn't work if you don't have a plan. You need it spelled out, preferably in writing, exactly what you're planning to do. If you want more energy, how are you going to go about that? Are you cutting out sugar? Are you cutting out some sugar or all sugar? Are you going to try and eat more plants like fruits and vegetables? If so, what does that mean, right? What does more mean? Those are the types of things you want to have in your plan so that you can be successful. Number 2, no accountability. Now, Gretchen Rubin wrote a really interesting book called The 4 Tendencies. And in very brief, it was about some very extensive research that she did, that there are 4 types of people in the world when it comes to motivation. So some people are driven primarily by internal motivation, and having a goal and a desire is enough to help them reach it. But the majority, well over 50% of the world, is motivated by external motivation, which means that in order to reach that goal, you need accountability or external motivating factors. Now, this is me 100%. I wish I were not this way. I would love to be internally motivated, but there's no reason to fight my natural tendency. And now I know that I just need to work in accountability for goals that I'm trying to reach. So if I want to exercise more, I need to have workout buddies that meet up with me or do Zoom calls with me so that I'm getting it in. If I want to be more patient with my kids, for an example, I need to tell my husband so that he can help hold me accountable. It's the same with changing our diets, right? You need to tell friends, announce it on Facebook, or join a plan or a program that has that kind of accountability for you. Then you can be in the 20% of people who actually hit their goals. So number 3, this is another big one, and that is perfectionism. This is also known as an all or nothing mentality, and it often sounds something like this. Well, I ate that cookie that I wasn't planning on eating or didn't want to eat, and now the day is ruined or my diet is ruined, and I'm just going to eat all the things and start over on Monday. Or it sounds like, I don't have an hour to work out today, so I'm just not going to do anything at all. Part of overcoming this mentality is actually just knowing that it exists and being aware when you hear yourself tell yourself that. Another great way to overcome this is by rewarding not the milestones that you hit, but actually rewarding the actions that you're taking, recognizing that even small actions are getting you closer to your goal. There's no way to know really when you're going to hit specific milestones, but rewarding action, you can know for sure when you're going to take that action. And paradoxically, focusing on action, research shows, often gets us to our goals quicker. One great way to do this is by putting up a visual reminder, so a chart of whatever actions you're trying to take, whether that's daily or weekly, and then checking them off every day that you accomplish that. So if you're trying to walk for 15 minutes a day, every day you do that, you get to check it off. It's really motivating to see it as the tally marks increase, and you can then celebrate when you've hit, say, a week of walking every day or a month. You just want to make sure that you're rewarding those small milestones, anything that feels like a reward to you. That'll really help you start to overcome that kind of all or nothing mentality. So I really hope these 3 obstacles and ideas on how to overcome them have been super valuable to you. I hope that you take these ideas and go and crush your big goals for next year. If you're looking to increase your energy through eating healthier, we do have a group nutrition program that's starting up in January. I invite you to check it out. It is 4 weeks of gentle, effective dietary modifications that take you closer to a Mediterranean diet and will naturally increase your energy through eating whole foods and decreasing things like sugar and other more problematic ingredients in our diet. And of course, we have built in ways to avoid all 3 of these traps. So we have it planned out for you. There's tons of accountability in our Facebook group of other people who are working through the same program. And we have ways to avoid the perfectionism trap built into the program as well. If you're interested, you can go onto our website, themedimove.com, and get more information. Whether or not we see you in the program, I hope you have an awesome 2021. It's got to be better than 2020, and we look forward to seeing you around. Thank you so much for listening.